All right, welcome to American Truck Simulator, hardcore driving. Today, as you can see, trying the best in the VTC is going to be doing a hardcore run. Let's hop into the truck and show you. So this run is 1,435 miles. Not only will we be doing this hardcore, we will be doing this without voice navigation and without GPS. So as you can see from my screen, there is no GPS map. I'm going to show you the audio. Voice navigation, enable voice navigation is turned off, so we will not get turn right here, navigation or anything. I am also going to show you we are in hardcore mode, so we have our fatigue turned on, our traffic offenses turned on, skilled parking, random road events, detours, and rate probabilities are set correctly. We scroll down, our air brakes and realistic fuel consumptions are turned on. Scroll down a little more to trailer. Advanced trailer coupling is turned on. So we are in hardcore mode. So let's go back to the truck. And for the viewers, we are going to attempt to drive it in this mode. Going to call up our mirrors. So we at least have some mirrors. And we're going to attempt to do this run. Again, no GPS, no voice navigation in hardcore. Sit back and enjoy. Almost couldn't get the truck started for some reason. So we will be going from, actually let me show you before we actually do that. Stop. I'm going to call up the map this one time so you guys can see this. So we're going to be taking the 710 to, be taking the 710 up to 10 East. And we're going to be taking the 15 north to, and then we're going to be going east on 40 all the way through on 40 till we get to the 287 to Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas. So we are starting in Los Angeles, like I said. And we'll be going from there. Gotta take off the map. No more map. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we make no wrong turns. So we are just following the road signs when we can actually see them through the 710. That was almost an accident. That was an accident because that car freaking wasn't moving. No damage, but that will count against us in hardcore as a ticket. Like so many of us do, I'm going to bypass the roadblock. As you can see, here comes the accident. I must have been house driving there. Okay, let's continue on our way. So we are taking, from the 710, we are going to be taking 5 north. And we will be continuing on 5 north for now because we need 10 east, not 10 west. Okay, now we will be getting ready to take 10 east. Alright, so now we're going to take 10 east until we can get to 15 north. Okay, we are cutting over to take 15 north. By the way, I do have a paper that I have my route written down, just the route numbers, like the 710, 15 north. Our next one's going to be 40 east that we got to take, turn on. So again, there is no mini map, there is no GPS, there is no voice navigation. Just the open road and lots of countryside. This run is estimated to take us about 1 hour, 8 minutes remaining. Real lifetime, IRL. The vegetation, as you're seeing it, and even the sky is all thanks to a free Steam mod called Ultimate Graphics Mod. It is free on Steam. It's an amazing graphic mod for this game. You have to make at least one rest stop, possibly 2 rest stops, so we will have to keep an eye on our sleep time, which is at the bottom of my screen in the truckee bar. It's a little bed icon. It says we got 10 hours, 43 minutes left before we have to take a rest period. We do need to keep an eye on that and find a rest stop in order to rest up. I am not as worried for gas as I have more than enough in the tank. Oh, my thing. More than enough in the tank to get there. Comment down below in the video if you play American Truck Simulator. If you've been doing any of the hardcore simulation mode, or even more so, something like this, doing a hardcore simulation mode without GPS or voice navigation. We want to keep an eye. Looking, going on 40 east. Oh, actually, we're on 15 north right now. Gonna be looking for 40 east. It's right here, 40 east towards Needles. Okay. We are about to turn on to our 40 east. Where we'll spend most of our driving time is on 40. hopefully, well, hopefully we'll see some interesting things on the route. Hopefully not too many more accidents or detours though. Again, we could get called into a way station at any time, so we have to be aware of all that. Over to the right lane here. Notice I use my signal like a proper driver. You may actually try to get over because it looks like... I hope these cars are going to be trying to get on the highway or not. Otherwise I would have gotten over. We are currently doing 55 miles per hour as required in the state of California for truckers. Here, train tracks. If I successfully do this today, I hereby challenge Rowan Gaming, the founder of the RG Bargy Transport Company (VTC), to do a hardcore simulation run with no GPS or voice navigation. Any run he chooses, but it's got to be over at least over 1,000 miles. Will Rowan Gaming step up to the plate? I will be doing another one of these on a random route that one of my fellow VTC members will pick for me. So a route that I do not know at all. I know this route pretty good, but doesn't mean I can't make a wrong turn without navigation. But if this one goes well, I will be doing another one with a random route that I do not know, and we'll see how we do on that one. I also do not normally drive in this view, which makes it a little harder for me. I'll show you. Normally I drive in this view. I can see all my instruments and everything. This is my normal view I drive, but for the viewers today, we are driving this view. In fact, actually, I'm going to try and do another view, which is a little hard to see because I don't know when a straightaway is coming. I don't have the GPS mapped, so I know when a straightaway is. Here's a straightaway. So this is what we're hauling, by the way, a lift truck. You see, it's a pretty massive piece of machinery we're hauling. Usually when I do this, and I do set GPSs and have the voice navigation, I usually make my first stop out in Holbrook. So we're gonna try to get to Holbrook without knowing how close we are or where to turn for Holbrook. So we are just gonna follow the road signs. We will increase to at least 65 when we're outside of California. Is the maximum speed which is allowed if you're doing a World of Truck delivery. The trucks are limited to 65 miles per hour. As you can see from the Truckee bar at the bottom, I am using the Ironworks W900 modded truck. That is a paid modded truck that I paid for. It's one of my favorite trucks. And if you notice, my license plate says Train 1, as in train is number 1. Oh, and it does give us our starting and ending points. So we are going from Los Angeles, California, Port of Long Beach, which is where we started this run. And we are going to the Fort Worth FedEx Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. So we're going basically to the FedEx station in the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. Fort Worth, Texas. So we are going from California to Texas in this run. We are currently averaging about 15.3 miles per gallon. And our lift truck that we are carrying is 119,000 pounds or 119 short tons. What's gonna possibly make me make a wrong turn even more so is because I'm also trying to engage on the video and talk in the video. So talking, driving, and trying to read the road signs, that's 3 things at once. I have a hard enough time just doing 2 things at once. But we are going to see what we can do. It's the agricultural check for California, so eventually our speed, we should be able to increase our speed. Look at those nice puffy white clouds. Well, some of them are dark, look like it might rain. Although you guys are only seeing what is considered the center monitor, which would be like the front of my windscreen, I am actually on a triple monitor setup, so I have a wider angle view of what's showing on the stream. Okay, so our speed did increase now and go up. Put it into 17th gear and go up to at least 65 miles per hour. Technically can do 70, 75 as long as we don't speed. Alright, so we have what we consider a green apple. We can bypass the nearby way station. That will still pop up. As well as you'll see the little green icon in the top right of the Yara bar. Hills are green, meaning we do not have to stop. That way station. Got lucky there. Oh. Like I said, we are going to be on 40 for most of the trip, heading east on 40. So basically, be looking for a sign that says Holbrook. That's where we're going to take our first rest stop if we can get that far. Hopefully we have no incidences. We've already had one ticket, crashing into a vehicle. But luckily we got no damage, or at least yeah, we have no damage. As you can see from our damage screen, there is no damage, so there. But we will lose a star for having a traffic ticket. As you can look at the vegetation now, we got some green, some brown in there. The colors are very vivid with this graphics mod, and again, that's called the Ultimate Graphics mod. It is in Steam, and it is a free Steam download. Road safety is no accident. Good words to live by. As you can see from, I'll try to pause them next time I see one. We have our own trailers in my version of the game. Next time I see one of my trailers, I will try to get a close up for you. There's one, but I couldn't get it in time. See, the sky is kind of changing. Alright, so we do have one that's just coming up over here. So we do have our own trailers on the AIs. Train transport. Best delivery in the business. All deliveries guaranteed safe. We pride ourselves on fast, dependable, safe delivering. Oh, that truck just cut me off. Hey, look, another one of our trailers. We are going to continue our run here. Get over back onto the right lane when we can. Oh, we have to pause for a second because my doggy is bringing me my mail. Alright, we're gonna continue our drive. And I don't know if this is just the color of the sky at this particular moment, because this happens a few times to me. Or if it's just because I paused it. Try to pause it and go back again just to double check. Alright, like I said, it eventually clears up from this purplish color. Got some slow trucks coming up here, and looks like, no, I thought we were gonna have a construction zone again. He's got some slow trucks. Get over to the left lane. Considering I'm only going 65 in a 75, and I was catching up to them, I think they were going really slow. Now they're obviously keeping pace or doing faster than I am because I got over. We'll try to get back over again to the right. It's always good to stay in the right lane when possible. Safe to do so. We got another car coming up. Taking forever, so I'm gonna just wait in, go. That's how a professional driver does it right there. Hey, under 1,000 to go. We've already gone almost 500 miles. An eye on the road signs. Flagstaff, we don't need Flagstaff. We're gonna get over to our left lane because it's safe zone. We had got oncoming traffic merging. And it's all about safety on the road. There we go. I don't usually pull in behind the fire trucks because they usually tend to wind up going slow, but this one's not so far. Go ahead and get back into the right lane. Turn signal. You can see it's starting to get late in the afternoon. It's 6 p.m. in game time. Want to kind of bring up the map to want to make sure I didn't miss our rest stop. I don't. I also want to keep this realistic. If I was actually to stop to look at the map, I would technically have to pull over and look at the map. Just keep going for now. I don't think we missed it though. Nice coming up here. Holbrook 2 miles. Holbrook, half a mile. Okay. We're taking our first rest stop. Go, Holbrook. Take our exit. I know I looked up at the map ahead of time, so I know that go to the left. Get to the service center. But we don't want to speed. Was lucky we got a green light right there. Gonna go and park it up over here. Put our e-brake on. Gonna turn our beacons off. Oh, our beacons were already off. Turn our headlights off. Turn our truck off and activate the sleep. So we've had our sleep mode. Go ahead and turn our beacons on. Then change view so you guys can see that our beacons are on. Turn our headlights on. Start our truck. Okay, so we're ready to go. View of our truck. And it's cargo, oversized load. We're going to continue on our route. From here, we're going to get back on 40 East. Want to make sure that it is 40 East we're getting on. Just through here, and we're gonna make a right to go back the way we came. The highway was. You can see 40 West is to the left, 40 East is straight. Go straight. It is now 5 o'clock in the morning. And it does look like we will be having to take a second rest stop because we got 14 hours left in the delivery and we got to take a rest stop in 13 hours and 54 minutes. More than likely we will be having to take a second rest stop. Okay, 40 East towards Albuquerque. Left. Make a left turn, so let's go ahead and make a left turn. Yep, 40 East. Good. Get back on the highway. Okay, we are back on 40 East. About 830 miles to go. I did just activate the high beams, but they are auto high beams, so they only come on when necessary. Trying to text my son at the same time. Don't text and drive. Definitely don't text and drive. You can see what happens there. I almost lost control. Basically, we're taking 40 East now into 87, 287, or 287 South, I should say. Yes, it's 287 South, I believe. Just entered New Mexico. Oh, and we got called into this way station. Alright, we passed the vehicle way station. Let's continue our trip. Little gear grinding there. Little more power. They're laying over because they're going really slow. That's a little more gear grinding. This is the time, especially with this graphic mod, because it makes it really hard to see morning sometimes. Got road signs. When the sun glares like that. Turn off our auto high beam because the sun's coming up, so we're not going to need our high beams anyway. Our left blinker off. Sometimes at this point in the morning, it's sometimes even hard to see the lines on the road. Getting a little better now. Oh, look at those dark clouds coming up. I think we might be in for a storm. There's some menacing looking clouds. Know if we're gonna get caught in the rain or not. Maybe not. might get lucky. Like the road that we're going is turning away from those dark clouds. That was close. Yeah, as of right now, we are definitely going to need to take our second rest stop. Because we have about 11 hours, 25 minutes left to go on the delivery, and we have to take a rest period in 11 hours, 15 minutes, as you can see at the bottom of the trucky bar. Although it's really a pain in the neck, I was hoping we were going to maybe get some fog too, because just to show you what it looks like in the game. If anybody is curious, on this outside view I am averaging about 52 frames per second with triple monitors. I actually just hit 57, 58. Between 50 and 60 frames per second with triple monitors. Really pretty good. And we are currently heading east on 40, heading to Dallas Fort Worth International Airport in Fort Worth, Texas. Take 40, 287 south. South. There should be a rest stop on that on 287 south that we will be stopping at, and we will continue our route to Worth International Airport. You're still with us. I know this is a little bit of a long stream. I'm hoping you're enjoying the cozy ride, the nice views. Sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. Also give a, you know, if you're new here, consider the 40 East through traffic. That's where we're heading. With Santa Rosa right now, apparently. We pass any towns you recognize, or maybe even a town you live in, make sure to comment in the comment section below. Hey, you passed my town. I'd like to see if maybe we passed any of the viewers' towns that they live in. Now I can at least seem to see better. Those mountains though. Got a little distracted trying to look at my stream deck. While we're driving, what do you call a doctor that does nothing? Dr. Doolittle. Let's see if any more. What did the Ninja Dog win at the dog show? That's the no show. Yes, that was an alert. Dad jokes are relevant on this channel, and just giving you guys an alert. There will be dad jokes. So we do still gotta pay attention to the road signs that I haven't actually been paying attention to. Hopefully, I haven't taken the wrong turn. Miles are going down, so I don't think we've taken the wrong turn, so that's a plus. This truck is slowing us down. What the heck, dude? I'm not even going that fast, and you're slowing me down. Now he's gonna speed up, of course. Get ahead of him. Of course, I speed up to get ahead of him, and he speeds up. Story of my life. We're going the right way. We want to head towards the Coomer area. Fun. That name. So if anybody if any of you are from that location, I apologize for butchering the name. Oh, the God, people. Yeah, I get over because you're going slow and you're going to get over in my lane. Really. Oh. Keep an eye on the road signs now because we do not want to turn. Fort Summer, so no. And we are looking for 287 south towards Fort Worth. Have a rest stop coming here, but we don't need to rest just yet. Got 8 hours. If you're still watching, I would like to thank you for staying with us this long and watching. I am a September 11th survivor, as well as it's more than likely believed from the debris in the area. Oh, I gotta get over to the left. Sorry. That I have developed cancer that I am trying to battle. It is definitely not required or expected, but if you'd like to help donate for some of my medical bills and travel expenses for to try to help me battle the cancer, I will be linking my GoFundMe page in the description below. Again, no pressure, nobody has to, but if you'd like to donate, by me and my family. Try to get back over to the right lane. Actually, one of the reasons I haven't been making a lot of videos on my channel lately, and I do apologize to my subscribers. I'm going to try to do better coming up with some content for you guys. Being sick all the time and doctor's appointments, it's hard sometimes for me to make content. But I will try to do better for my subscribers. Again, we are looking for 287 South. Anybody wanting the historic Route 66, this would be your exit here. It's 40 West, historic Route 66. Route 66. Lightning McQueen there. We got about 21 IRL minutes. IRL in this game stands for in real life. Lifetime. And we started off over an hour. It was like about an hour and 10 minutes total, so good. Started off with like 1,400 something, got 1,025 miles, we got 413 miles left to go. As you can tell, the traffic does change by the time of day in the game, because I do have a real traffic density mod in my profile. It changes the amount of traffic based on the time of day in game time. So daytime, obviously, there's going to be more traffic than if it's nighttime in the day. I believe we are getting ready to leave New Mexico. We've just entered the great state of Texas. See the windmills? The wind turbines, I should say. Not actually windmills. Even though that still said 40 east that way, this is still 40 east as well, so we're just staying on 40 east till we see our exit. Our exit is the 287 south towards Fort Worth. Oh, what kind of trucker would I be if I didn't blow my air horn at least once for you guys? Nice farm on the right side coming up. Okay, now we're a little bit ahead of our sleep schedule, but not a lot. We're only like 6 minutes ahead of what we have to do for our sleep schedule. Like I say, I think we're gonna have to take our second sleep period. Have to lower our speed to 60 because the speed limit changed this. Again, I'm hoping I didn't miss our turn off because I'm talking. Oh, okay. Saw the sign for 287. Not missed it yet. In this lane. Guess we're going this way. Oh, we just took a wrong turn. Took a wrong turn, so we need to stop. No, what we're gonna do now? Took a wrong turn. Lights, bring up our map because we just took the wrong turn. Yeah, how we Amarillo. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, so we do have to follow this U-turn through Amarillo, and then when we get back on the highway, gotta make a part left and then stay right. So hopefully we can do this. Let's try it, because I made a wrong turn. Hazards. By doing this right, we should be able to get off here and get back onto the highway. Gotta figure out why this one is stuck. Oh, I can't get off of that one. I can't get off here. Now we gotta figure out what we're doing because I can't get off there. May have to call up the map a little bit, a couple of times. Stopped at a red light up here, so we'll pull up the map again. Alright. Oh, I gotta make a right, a right, and a right. If you're gonna let me in. Oh, another collision I didn't want to do. Boys at the VGC won't let me live that one down. You can make right turns are red in this game, but I've noticed sometimes it's best not to do it. Oh. Pull up the map one more time. Gotta stay hard to the left and then to the right. Left and then to the right. Fort Worth, okay. Where we're trying to head to is Fort Worth, so. We did make a wrong turn. We're back on track now. Fort Worth, yeah, 287 south. We gotta go. Alright, so we're gonna head towards 287 south, Fort Worth, Texas. We're on the right path now again. That is easy, even on a familiar route that you've probably done 1,000 times in the game. You rely so much on the GPS and voice navigation. Without it, you could easily, as you see, I did, make a wrong turn. So, still have no damage. Good. But I will have two fines. He scraped that other car trying to get over into the right lane. Obviously, we're definitely going to have to take our second rest period now. We're gonna not stop at this one. We'll stop at the next rest stop we see. We've got some time. Try to push it a little bit. Broken down bus down here. I could have pretended to stop to help them, but it would only be pretend. There's nothing I actually could do in the game. Yeah, that made the route a little bit longer. So I could have brought up the console command and flew my truck to the right road to begin with, and then continued the drive, but we are in hardcore realistic mode, and although flying is allowed, I wanted to do this. You know, if we got lost, we got lost. We'd have to find our way back, which is what we did. So we just got called into this way station, so we are going to have to stop at this way station. Because, you know, sometimes you make a wrong turn. Gotta find the way back. Alright, we still pass, no damage being detected. Gross vehicle weight is 182,000 pounds or 182 short tons. But we are going to go to south, 287. Stop, stop, stop. Uh, Did I get there? And Dallas, if you're watching, no, we're not stopping at McDonald's on the left. If I had a regular trailer, maybe I'd try to get in there. But not with a triple low boy. You have 11 more minutes in real time. And if you're enjoying the stream, please make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I can turn my signal off. Look at that sky. Look at that sky. Gun 3, we're passing by Gun 3 and from that area. Make sure we are red. I'm glad we just slowed down. We would have gotten a fine for that, for running a red light. Look around. You guys can see. Should be hopefully coming up to another rest stop at about 2 hours before we have to actually rest. So you can see we're already starting to yawn in the game. Still getting a good 15.8 miles per gallon gas mileage. Done the run. I will show you the stats for this hardcore run. Again, I am going to put out the challenge to Rowan Gaming, owner of the RG Bargy Transport Company, to do a run similar to this. Any run he chooses, but it must be at least 1,000 miles long. No GPS and no voice navigation. And we do have a rest stop coming up here on our right. Go ahead and get ready. Get the rest. air brake. It's off, the headlights off, truck off, and for our second and last rest stop for this trip. It's now 3:30 in the morning. Start the truck up. Headlights on, our beacons on. For our trip, hopefully without any more incidents. To the highway. Get up to speed, or the speed we're going at. About at an average of 65 miles per hour. There's not much to look at night. I will show you the interior view, especially at nighttime. This is what I see normally. I have red interior lights. Kind of nice like this too. Go back to the view that we said we would use for this trip. We have about 8 minutes IRL, real time, real life. This delivery. Oh, we got a train somewhere. Now we're just gonna follow the signs to towards Fort Worth. We are still heading 287 south. Gate speed is gonna be reduced to 60. Utah Falls, Fort Worth, right lane. Gotta get over because this part of the route I do know. Texarkana, Fort Worth. Got about 100 miles to go. 5 minutes IRL, but in game time it's an hour and 45 minutes. Look at the texture of the road because of the Ultimate graphics mod. Really nice. There is some vibration on my force feedback wheel because of it. Our speed a little bit. Actually, go 70 into 75. We'll turn back on our auto high beams for now, although likely they won't activate. I think they just did activate. Sorry about that, folks. I was trying to look at something. Got no damage. Didn't get a fine for that one, so. Got about 2 more minutes in real time. Okay, we gotta slow down to 65. We are going to be exiting Basswood Boulevard. We got about a minute to go to in real time. 12 miles, game time 20 minutes. Not bad, averaging 15.8 miles per gallon. Light. Well, it's actually a green light. You gotta make a turn here towards the airport. Hey, look, we're passing Wally World, or better known as Walmart. I do have Rail Company's mod installed, so that's why it says Walmart. Otherwise, the base game actually considers it Walbart. A-R-T, well, B-E-R-T, Walbert. Because I have Rail Companies installed, it actually changes them to actual real-life companies. Hey, look, there's a plane landing. Must be getting close. We could turn off our auto high beams because it's not going to do much anyway. Sunrise. Taking a left here to go into the airport. Guys can't, let me see if I can show. That light is just turning, that's why we had to wait. You cannot make a left turn on red in the game, you will get a ticket if you do that. Right turns you can do, but sometimes it's even that's touchy. Okay. Go down for the security fence. You gotta stop at the guard shaft. The security clearance. And this has two companies in it. FedEx is to the right. The other company, I don't remember the name of it, is to the left. We are taking it to FedEx. We're going to come over here. As you can see, that's where we have to park our truck. Now we're not going to do the skip the parking because we are doing hardcore, and that would cancel our hardcore if we did that. We need to park it ourselves, but because it's a triple, it's an easy park. Turn on our air brakes, our headlights, turn our truck off, and detach our trailer. Our run is now complete. This is what we made on the run. I'm gonna go and show you the hardcore stats real quick. Save my game. It saves automatically when you quit, but I always like to do a save just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna hit quit game. It does take about 10 to 30 seconds to quit the game. Okay, the game quit. And we are gonna go ahead and it's gonna bring up our Truckee bar, our Truckee app. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to VTC Hub. I am part of the RG Bargy Transport on Truckee. And I'm gonna go to scroll down. This is the run we just did. You can see we only got 4.5 stars. Got 945 hardcore points. We lost 2 stars for fines because we remember we did get the 2 fines, as we see down here. This one says accident with another vehicle. This is also highlighted. Come on. Accident with another vehicle. So those are the 2 fines we got. Our mass was good. Our distance was good. We lost 10 points for the fines. Lost 5.96 points for fuel economy, even though we had great fuel economy. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it again a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here. I'd really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this episode and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.